guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I did a look with the new Iluvsarahii Dose of Colors collection. I have it all here. I'm going to show you guys some quick swatches. I have it on my face right now and it's quite lovely. I need to carefully open this because I have it out of the box. But here's the collection. It's going to be 2 highlighters, an eyeshadow palette, 4 liquid lipsticks, and 2 glosses. I am obsessed. How pretty is Karen? Absolutely stunning. This is probably one of my favorite collections that have came out in a very long time.
I know, I heard.
Mama, we're recording.
I'm gonna leave that in.
Okay.
Alright, go.
Alright guys, hopping right in. I think I say that every time. Bouncing right in, popping right in. I'm gonna start with this Colourpop All-Star Matte Blur Primer. I've used it a couple times. I love it. I love the way it smells. I love the way it feels on your skin. Oh, I love dropping it on the floor. Oh. So I'm just gonna use a little bit and then I like to apply it. I've gotten really bougie in my older age here. I like to just apply it with a stippling brush, and I've already put it on my forehead, so if you don't see me doing that, it's already there. I'm doing a light layer of MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot as always. This is just gonna make our eyeshadows really pop, and it's one of my favorite eyeshadow bases to make sure that the eyeshadows are very vibrant. I'm using just a fluffy brush to apply this. I am so excited for this collection. This is the Dose of Colors Iluvsarahii collection. Karen has actually been one of the sweetest people ever to me, and I just adore her. So when I saw that this collection was coming out, I was like, now this is what I'm talking about. Look at these colors. Like, Ben just looked at it and was like, oh, those colors. That was his exact words. I'm so excited to play with all of this. I want to swatch it for you guys too. We'll have that later when I'm actually cute and have my makeup on. But for right now, we're just gonna dive right in. This is the first impressions. It actually just came in the mail. I was stalking the mail lady. I might have even contacted Dose of Colors and been like, I didn't make it to the party. Where's my stuff? That's how excited I was for this. It's so pretty. But I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna use my finger first. I'm gonna pick up this color. Another reason I'm already loving this is it has a mirror in it. Like, I'm about to go to LA. All of this is going with me. Like, I cannot even stress to you how much I love Dose of Colors and Karen. So like, in a sense, I'm fangirling. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're just gonna pop this. Okay, I'm already so happy. Now I did not set my eyeshadow primer because I wanted to give this something to really adhere to really make sure that it's very pigmented. I'm not gonna bring it too far up at first, but I just want to kind of create a wash of color across the lid. So pretty. It's so pretty. And then the white shade I'm gonna put in the center. It's the little things, y'all. It's the little things. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover my lid with this. So the shade that I put on my lid is called Sun Glow. That's this shade right here. And the next shade I'm going into is
Wonderlust.
And I'm gonna be using a Smith 235. And I've kind of already started over here. I'm thinking I might go towards like a mini halo eye. I haven't done a halo eye in a minute. Y'all, I barely touched that. Look how pigmented that is. That is what I need in my life. So I'm also gonna focus over here as well. And I'm kind of just going to deepen this. And then from there, I'm gonna blend it out with the peach shade, which I'll give you the name for that in a second. But for right now, I'm kind of just gonna shape the eye. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more. And I'm using the Smith 235. I keep thinking I'm calling it the wrong one. I don't wanna confuse you. I like to use this one though when I do a halo eye because it's very tapered and it fits really nicely in here. But I am gonna leave it open right there. All right, now I'm taking a Laura Mercier finishing ponytail brush and then I'm going with the shade
Loungy.
God, I hope these have these right. I do. This is what we're going for here in a minute. So I like to start with the peachy shade and I'm just gonna kind of buff this out. And then I kind of added the black shade, and oh my goodness, I'm loving how this is turning out. Everything is just blending perfectly. And I'm kind of just doing small circular motions. And I'm gonna sweep it across here as well. because we still want this to connect a little, but we do want it to be a little more open there. And then I'm going to switch brushes. Now I'm taking the shade
Finders Keepers.
using a Smith 235. Even though this has glitter in it, it's not going to show up too glittery. It's still going to be a beautiful matte black. And I'm going to start by going really deep on the inner part of the eye. We don't want to take the black up too far because we really want it to sit really deep in the socket. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the outer part as well. Notice I'm really patting this on first, and then I'll start to wiggle my brush. And again, we don't want to bring it up too high. Are you learning anything, Ben? I need to see your halo eye after this. Now I'm taking the shade
Poquito Más.
Finger, and I'm just going to tap this right in the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush and just kind of buff it together, and I'm kind of going to feather it upwards. I don't have anything on this brush, I'm kind of just moving the shadow around with it. So we're not doing a wing liner today, but I am going to use this kitten liner from Jouer. I absolutely love this liner pen. Look at it. Look at it on my forehead. Look at it there. No, seriously, it's so precise. I actually love it for drawing a wing, but I also like it just to do a line across our lid as well because it's so dark and so matte. It's such a good liner. I don't know why more people aren't using it. And this is all we're doing. I'm just basically drawing a line across here so it just deepens our lash line and hides our lashes in just a moment. So this was my first time trying this Caution Extreme Lash Mascara from Hourglass. I have it on this side and not on this side. This stuff is beautiful. Like, I want to do another coat. I'm still going to do lashes, but if I was going on vacation and I don't normally bring lashes, like if I could go to the beach or something, this would be the mascara. I have not tried this. I mean, just look at that. That is so pretty. Wow, look at this. That's some extravagant lashes right there. So the foundation I have dripping down my face right now is this one right here from Lawless. It's called the Woke Up Like This Flawless Finish Makeup. I am a fan. What is it? I was gonna tell them what shade I'm in just a second. He's so cute. He's like, I'm like, what am I forgetting? Of course I'm gonna tell them. I am actually in the shade Nomad, and sometimes I mix Mojave in there. I wish it was just a touch more neutral, but it does even out and it does really work on my skin because my neck and shoulders is always much darker than my face because I exfoliate like a maniac. So I am gonna go ahead and add a drop on each cheek of my Murad Multivitamin Infusion Oil as soon as it is relocated. There it is. Relocate that to my hand. So I'm gonna do one drop here and one drop there. And then I'm just going to grab my Star foundation brush. What is it called? It's from It Cosmetics. It's the Super Star Flawless Foundation. And I'm just gonna start to work this into my skin. All right guys, I'm using my Kylie concealer in the shade Gypsum, and I'm just gonna get really spicy. This is a really glam look. So we're putting on the concealer today. And I'm not gonna take it too close to my lash line because it's going to crease there, and we want our blender here to pick up most of the product. That's not always a bad thing. You don't want too much product under there because that's when it settles into fine lines. So I'm going to start to bounce this into the skin with my LT blender. So I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Pound Cake. I've been loving this. It does have a very strong smell, but it's a really pretty smell. But if you're sensitive to smells, you're gonna wanna steer away from this one. It smells so pretty. He's coming in for a sniff over here.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the Ben approval. So I'm gonna set really heavy underneath my eyes because we're still gonna be using black under there again, and I wanna make sure that if we have fallout, I can just dust it right away. But it's gonna look pretty wild for a second. Okay guys, I am going to take this shade again, and we're just gonna mimic what we have on our lid. I'm gonna start with the deepest shade. Well, where are you at? Keep up. I'm just gonna put it right here. And that's why we have all that powder, because I don't wanna say that it has fallout, but there is shimmer, a little bit of glitter in here. So it's gotta go places. It does once you move it around, and that's not a bad thing. That's why we just do a lot of setting powder underneath our eye for this look. I took MAC Coffee Eye Pencil, one of my all-time favorite eye pencils in the history of eye pencils, and I just put it on the inner and the outer part, and then the top of my waterline. I already did that. And now I'm just taking that same brush, which it is a MAC 239S, and I'm going into this shade here and this shade right here. And I'm just going to soften the outer part of the black. And I'm going to leave this completely open in the middle, and I also left a liner open right here as well. Now to finish off the eye, I'm going to go back into this shade. I'm using a MAC 228, which is like my favorite detail brush ever. And I'm just going to pop this right under here and just kind of melt it in between the two shades. I'm going to look like down, I think. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Try not to block this. There we go. All right, I found this today hiding in the masses of makeup. This is an old MAC palette, and I found MAC Peaches blush, and I wanted to use it, and now I'm just gonna pile it on because it's who I am. I am one with the MAC Peaches. And I'm using a Sephora 90 brush to apply this. I'm gonna apply it on here too, so we're real nice and peachy and orangey. This highlighter has already been approved. He loves it. I'm using the shade Soulmate. I'm using a MAC 240S, and I kind of just already did that side, but I didn't do this side yet, and I wanted to show you guys how beautiful it is. Look at that. And then we're gonna just lightly soften it as we blend it out. And then I always go back over with my blender to blend the edges. I'm gonna pop some on my brow bone as well. And then I'm also going to just put the tapered side into the highlighter, and we're gonna highlight in here. Because I don't want a real contained inner corner, I kind of want just like a blown out brightening inner corner. Woo, that's pretty. Okay guys, I'm using the shade Nude Chica. Oof. It's just like melting into my skin. It looks so perfect. And then the red tones in my crease. Oh my God, I love makeup. Do you know that, Ben?
I would have never thought.
Hey, I didn't know it. Oh, I love this color. I love Dose of Colors liquid lipstick formula. It's been one of my favorite for years. And I also love the wand. And last but not least, I'm gonna put on the Barely There gloss. This is the nude lip I didn't know I was missing. Alright guys, so we have the 4 matte lipsticks. I actually have on, which one did I have on? Where did it go? I've lost it in the world makeup. Nude Chica. So I have on this one right here. I absolutely love it. Actually, all of them are the ones that I would go to. And Dose of Colors actually has one of my favorite lipstick formulas in the history of lipstick formulas. I've been wearing it for like years now, and it's absolutely beautiful. And now the gloss formulas are newer. There's Barely There, which is this one right here. So pretty. And then this one is just like pure glitter and clear gloss. And it's called Brillo or Brio. I don't know, but I could figure it out. But I'm absolutely loving the colors, and I actually love how they go together. They're just so beautiful. So here's the swatches of those. So this is the packaging on the highlighters. The one I have right here is called Soulmate. This is actually the one I have on my face. I'm gonna swatch both of them. But I wanted to show you the beautiful packaging and even how large the pan is. So large. And let me tell you, a little bit of this goes a long way. Like you just like barely touch it. Like guys, I just barely touched it and it's already like on my finger. Woo, you better focus that, Ben. Oh, that's real nice. So let me show you a side-by-side comparison of both of the highlighters. All right guys, this is the other shade of the highlighter. This one's called Bathe. It's a little more champagne. Let me just go ahead and swatch it so I can explain the shades more. You guys were asking about the difference, so this will make it easier. All right, so here's the two side by side. This is the one that I have on. And then the one underneath is the one I just showed you. So this is the Soulmate, and then this is the Bathe. This one's obviously a lot more gold and a little bit warmer, and then the one underneath is going to be a little bit more cool toned. They are so blinding and so wet-like. Honestly, the lighting here is so soft and it doesn't do it any justice. Like, I'm about to do something. Ben's gonna be like, what? Look at this. The color temperature is obviously gonna be a little different, but you can just see that when the light hits it and you go out in the sun, you are gonna be blinding everyone. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. So the highlighters are gonna be non-stop in my book. Like, we're gonna be using these endlessly. Like, I'm gonna be highlighting Ben, I'm gonna be highlighting the cat. I mean, look at that. Woo, right there it is, right there. And it's the wet look, which is what I really, really love in highlighters. I want them to be extremely wet and to sink right into the skin. Last but not least is the eyeshadow palette, which I did use as well. And I am over the moon, and so is Douglas, with this palette. It's honestly so versatile. And even though this black has shimmer, it's one of the best blacks I've ever used. Like, it just went on so seamless and so flawless. The gold I have on the center, and then these two as transition shades. Transition shades are just, they're incredible. And then this is inner corner or brow bone. Honestly, it's perfection, and I can't wait to use this one. I didn't get to use this one today because I feel like I've been doing really bold looks with lots of color, and I want to kind of bring it back to what I love. But I'm super excited to do a look with this. I'm going to go ahead and show you the swatches as well. So here are the swatches. The first one is Poquito Más, and then we have Sun Glow, Wanderlust, Loungy, Bellami, and Finders Keepers. This is actually one of the best blacks. Do not let, oh good, a monitor. Do not let the shimmer fool you. It is so matte and so black and so perfect. I actually didn't get to use this one, so I'm super excited to use this one. And I actually didn't use this one either. I used the highlighter instead. So I'm super excited to use these two, and I think they'll be beautiful together. This is the one I have on my lid. Honestly, these are just a beautiful transition shades. This all just blended to absolute perfection. I even did a halo eye because the halo eyes are a little bit more difficult to blend and work with, but the eyeshadows, they worked incredibly. So here are the beautiful swatches. All right guys, this is the finished look. I absolutely love how it turned out. These are just all colors that I love, and I love this collection. I think it's so cohesive. It's shades that I just want to just cover my entire existence with. The shadows blended beautifully. Dose of Colors actually has one of my favorite lipstick and lip gloss formulas, so I was just super excited for this collection, and it did not let me down. It's beautiful, it's things that we're gonna wear all the time, and I'm super excited to create another look with this collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Congratulations again to Karen. I'm just so excited and over the moon for this collection. Anyways, make sure you subscribe, and I love you all so much.